Not here to fake it. This is real life, raw moments, and full vibes. From wild adventures to everyday chaos, FUMA Boy'Z is where energy meets authenticity. Hit subscribe, and let's live this out loud.
We're back at it again, folks. Let's kick it off. Yeah. Happy, what is it, Saturday? Happy Saturday night. We here? What's going on, Dave? What's going on, Angus? What's going on, Sarge? Welcome to the show. So we're gonna kick it off. We got some things to go over tonight. I'm going to try. The show is never an hour. I'm trying to get the show under an hour so we can post on TikTok, but it don't work. It just doesn't work that simple. All right, so I know what we're doing tonight. We're gonna go over the basics. We'll hit a coin. We'll hit the coins. We'll breeze the ETF. I got a video I found that's dedicated to you market traders or to anyone in XRP. I got a video that's dedicated for you that I'm going to show tonight. I got some music. Our featured blockchain entrepreneur is going to be SpyCrypto. So we're going to go over her page. She will also, her and Island Ghost will be guests tomorrow on Crypto Therapy. And they're going to be going over Cardano, but more importantly, they're going to go over midnight with us. I believe Island Ghost is actually like writing code and working with Charles Hoskin for midnight and all that type of good stuff with Cardano. So she said if we act right, she'll try to get him on the show. So, you know, we always be respectful on this side of the field, y'all. So if everything go right and we impress her, maybe she can get Charles on here and talk to us, right? We can have a good conversation with him. You know, we may not have to talk about crypto. We can talk about some of his other businesses because Charles has a lot of stuff that's like gene related. Like, I'm going to mix this monkey with this plant and make the monkey glow if it has high blood pressure. Like, oh, that's pretty dope because maybe you can make me glow if I get high blood pressure or something. But, you know, different perspectives, different things. So he did do an interview on Shad Ryan. I'm not sure if some of y'all saw it. That joker was like 4, maybe 5 hours long of talking. It was awesome. So we got Spy is going to be our featured blockchain entrepreneur. Remember, tomorrow we got Spy and Ghost coming on Crypto Therapy. So you want to be there tomorrow at 9 for Crypto Therapy. We probably rock a couple hours on that one. And then we got our normal stuff. I found some H-bar music, which is pretty good. I did find a new release from Romeo, so we got that. So if everything we ain't going. I'm trying to go under. Oh yeah, feature technology is camera systems. We're gonna go over the UniView camera systems, and I'm gonna go over some stuff with you about UniView. And then we're going to talk about, I'll talk about camera systems as a whole, right? Because the majority of people right now, they got the Ring, right? So you got your Ring, you paid a couple $100 for. Maybe it has a power plug, maybe it's got the battery. You're like, yes, I can see when somebody hits my doorbell. But if you want to pay that recording, if you want to record it and have that data, you know, it's $100 a year per house, not just per device. Now, the kicker about that $100 is the moment you stop paying for it, you don't have access to that data anymore. So you may be like, yeah, man, I'm not paying that $100. I don't need that anymore. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, man, my data is gone. So I'm going to go over CCTV systems. I'm going to go over UniView, and then we'll talk about it, right? And if you guys got any questions in the chat, just go ahead and ask them, especially when we go over the camera stuff. All right. So let's get into the game. Oh, and tonight's coin is Render. And the reason why I chose Render, in case you're wondering, I know a guy who was running some rendering servers, and I thought about it going into it. What's going on, Frozen 06? I thought about getting into it, and I started looking at the GPU cost. It was like, nah, bro, you need to chill out. So let me see if we can get this here. All right, as you see, the crypto market's taking a hit, which is fine. We don't care. So we got the people's picks on here. The FUMA picks are gone. These are the people's picks that we got coming up here. So if you got a pick, you got something, a coin, you're like, yo, in the chat, if you got a coin that we're not going over and it's a pretty dope coin that we kind of know, we just forgot to put on there, put it in the chat. We'll put it in the people's picks and we'll go over it moving forward. So we got the people's picks. Bitcoin at 63. You know, I feel it sideways. Some people feel it's down because they was at 100K, whatever. Ethereum 17 at 1792. That's a good price. Good price to cash out. Binance at 571. We've seen it at a G. If you're into Binance, that's some sure money. Like, we know Binance is going to go up. XRP is $1.09. If you're not buying this right now, a little crazy. Hold on, let me put the banner up for the haters. There you go. This is that shows for entertainment purposes, not financial advice. But anyway, so we got XRP at $1.09. It's a little slumpy, but you want to be slumpy right now. You want to be slumpy. You want this. $76 for some Solana, not a bad buy. You know Solana's going to be at 2, but I'd buy XRP over Solana right now. Tron sideways as ever. If I wasn't staking Tron, I'd cash it out. If Tron wasn't giving me the freebies, you know, like the free eats, like you pay one time for a buffet and you just eat for life, I'd probably cash out. Hyperliquid at 66.96. Now, I've been hearing some YouTube people talking about Hyperliquid and the derivatives markets and all that stuff and some other stuff. Yeah, I don't know. At $66, I missed the train, but I tell you what I get this Stellar underneath it. So you figure if you're going to spend $70 on Hyperliquid, you spend $70 on Stellar, and you got Gucci game right there. Cardano's down to 16, from 14 to 19 down to 16. So it's everywhere. I'm going to hold the judgment on Cardano. We're gonna talk to Island Ghost / Stephanie and SpyCrypto and get their intake and talk to her about it and see if FUMA's gonna get back in it. FUMA, I still got a small bag, but we'll see. I just need to be convinced that someone talk to me, right? What's going on, Ski Mask? Oh shoot, I forgot to show y'all this, man. Oh yeah, y'all will see it tonight. I was messing around earlier. Let me move this out the way. I was messing around earlier, making some new stuff for just I'll show y'all will see it tonight to see what I've been messing with. But okay. So we got Stellar at 18 cents, Cardano at 16 again. Canton's at 13. I thought the ledger X or S was going to hold Canton. It doesn't yet. But if you go to Ledger's site, it says it can send and receive it. And I'm like, that don't make no sense. So I'm going to have to dig in a little bit deeper because I was thinking about it like this. If you made a bag of money off of XRP, let's say you got an extra 20,000 XRP right now. It's all hypothetical. If you could take that XRP and make it Canton, so let's do this. 20,000 XRP gives us $20,000, right? So if we had $20,000 that we could put on Canton, how much would it give us? 1, 2, 3. It literally would give us 149,000 Canton. Therefore, you could rig the game if you had an extra $20,000. You could rig it. You could be like, yo, I got 100 this, 100 that. One of them hit $100, I'm good. You see what I'm saying? You could really move that way. And you could be like, man, did I really make that 20,000? Did I really pay 20 grand? And you'd be like, hold on, I pulled that 20 out because I was buying XRP at 10. So do I use my extras? Probably not. But it just says, okay, if you could just stack 20 grand worth of cash, you can get Canton, but you got to do it quickly. The only reason why I really haven't bought Canton at all is because it doesn't go on a Decent or a Ledger or something like that. And I looked at their cold storage wallets. It wasn't cool, but we're going to bring it up and show y'all. So we got H-bar at 6 cents. Drop it down one low so I can get into it. I got some pepper coming in too to the crib. 5 cents, I'm ripping it. I'm like this. I'm eating it up. Sui at 72 cents, Avalanche at 646, Crow at 5 cents. You got Shiba at 50, still 4. You know, we may have to take Shiba off this list. The only reason why I have it on here is because it's a digital asset. It's considered a commodity. But you got Tensor here at 207, which that joker dropped a little bit. Ondo at 32. Quan is at $65. Cosmos $1.58. It creeped up because we've been seeing that $1.50, but over 7 days it's down 4%. We don't care because we got 20% staking on it. Algorand's at 8 cents. That's a buy. No, that's a buy. Flare's at 006. That's a buy. XTC is at 2. We're waiting for the penny. We're waiting. He said, Ski Mask said 2 cent H bar. He going. Well, we going all day on it. I'm gonna tell y'all, H bar is at one of those prices. H bar, Flare, XTC is where you should try to. If you can get 100,000 of them jokers, if you got the bread to do it, get 100,000, and then you don't have to look over your shoulder no more. I mean, you don't have to look over. You just get busted out and you keep going. So Algorand at 8, Flare 006, XTC is at 2 cent. We waiting for the penny. Strongholds at 003. Ooh, down 10%. Down 10%. XPR is at 002. Velo 003. CeeLo is at 6, and Pulse is at 50. Dang it. I forgot to get the Pulse. I'm about to get it today though. I know exactly how to get it. I know exactly. I got some funds for it today. I got the funds for this Pulse. Wow. All right, so let's take a gander there. So we got that. We can always pop over to the ETFs. I think they're kind of boring. It's the weekend. Nothing really pop. It's the weekend. So what we'll do is we'll leave it alone because it's the weekend. So let's just get out of that. Will we need this again? Yeah, we can bring it up later. We don't need it necessarily right now. Hold on, let me double check, see what's running in my background. Okay, nothing's there. Let me pause it right here. I got OneDrive going, and sometimes it just acts fidgety. And again, I think my internet service doesn't. Well, I have my IDS turned on, intrusion detection. So anything that's coming in and out of the house, it's scrubbing. So I think that's what probably causes a little lag, but I think it's better now that I paused that. So we'll go from there. So let's do this. So we skip that. Let's go here. You're gonna like this. Shout out to the chat. There's about 13 people in here. You know how we do it. It's a Saturday night. Trying to save some money, so we up in here. Man, I went grocery shopping today. We hit Costco and Gordon. So I went to Gordon's because they got frog legs. So that wasn't too bad. And we picked up some eel there. But when we went over to Costco, man, I was just like shocked at the price of beef right now. I'm like, man, maybe we have to go. You know, you're gonna start seeing people steal cows these days. The price of beef. You're gonna start to see people like walking around. You know, remember back in the day, you had the crackheads. They'd walk around with those jackets on, and they open up their jacket, and they would have like watches and jewelry and Nintendos. You're gonna see crackheads now, like, I got that beef. I got that top sirloin. You're gonna see, I got that top sirloin. You're gonna be like, yo, you know how you look. If you're in your 40s, you knew this. If you're in your 40s and your 50s, you was like, when the crackheads would come up, you're like, I don't want to buy, but yo, they be having the prices for the low. I'm telling you, Ski Bass, people could be stealing cows next. You could see farmers getting hot, like, yo, where my cow at? Cat's gonna be like, what you talking about? I'm telling you, farmers about to get, they're gonna have to be out there with them shotguns again, like we're in 1865. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna get bad out here. I'm like, dang, bro. Cats out here. I remember it was funny because I was standing there getting some lamb, and the dude is he's a big tall mountain of a man. Big tall mountain of a man was sitting there. He looking at both of them. And I know the price was hurting him because it was hurting me. I just looked at him. I said, hey, bro, just get two of both and go home, dog. Just get two of both, go home and be mad, just like me. He was like, yeah, brother, I get you, dog. All right, just get two, just so you know you didn't mess it up and go home and be mad at the price, dog, like the rest of us. And prices is brutal right now for some lamb. Brutal. Oh, but yo, I got a jam for y'all real quick. Okay, this is dedicated to y'all. I was thinking about y'all today. I said, man, this is what the chat going through right now. This is what the chat going through. Here we go. Isn't that what we're going through? Hey, Crypto Sarge said, bruh, man, with the fifth floor with the sausages. Hey, y'all, isn't that what we going through right now? So, that's how we feel like we going through. I'll play it one more time. Let me get back to it. Again, I was watching videos earlier. I said, man, this is what the chat feel like they going through. Here you go. I'll play it one more time. Don't y'all feel like you be going through that? But instead of liquidating this buy the dip, you like, pow! Come back. Pow, pow, pow. Oh, man. I tell you, I watched that Joker. I was dying, man. I was dying all day. So here you go. We'll get into a quick jam, and then we'll head back and play something else.
The old world is fading. The network is awakening. Collapse into the flames. Nobody remembers names. Code becomes the final law. Digital empire standing tall. Crypto apocalypse. Future in our fingertips. No more chains controlling this. We exist beyond the system. Neon armies start to rise, freedom glowing in their eyes. Every wallet, every node builds another cyber road. Decentralized. Rebuild. Reignite. The future belongs to us.
Now that will wake you up. That song just was like, wake up. And all the drums and all the harmonic things going on. I was like, yo, this is dope. I gotta play this one tonight. We're gonna pull it up. So let's go into this. Let me get this real quick. We're gonna get into our featured blockchain entrepreneur. we'll be seeing her this tomorrow. Man, we got that interview tomorrow. So, yo, we got a dope lineup of interviews now that I think about it. So we literally have tomorrow we got Island Goes. We got Island Goes and SpyCrypto. The next weekend we got Camo Joe. And I believe the weekend after that we got Lady K. I just gotta take a look and make sure she confirmed. So let me share my screen with y'all so y'all can see this. Let's go here. So if you look here, so this is SpyCrypto. She works on midnight as well. She knows a lot of stuff about blockchain, very technical. So all you nerdies out there, nerdy, shout out to Nerdy. We had a long conversation last night. We was wild until 3 o'clock in the morning. Man, Nerdy, man, damn. Yeah, me and Nerdy be talking all night. Shout out to Nerdy. Oh yeah, Angus, I apologize for not calling you back, bro. I was asleep on the couch when you called. I was like, yeah, let me call you out. For that. So shout out Angus. But yeah. So this is SpyCrypto. I dropped her link in the chat. She does a lot of blockchain entrepreneur stuff. I was told I met her. They were like, Zeddy, you met her, you know her. I was like, you sure? They're like, yeah, you. Oh, I think I know. Well, we'll see. I think I know who Spy is now. Yeah, I met Spy before. Okay. I think I did. Yeah, I think I met Spy before. Yeah, I did meet Spy at the party. Yo, we all met Spy. If y'all was at what's going on, big bro? Big bro, we met Spy at that party, man, when we was there. Up in Vegas at the pool party. I believe she was at the pool party. But yeah, so but she's gonna be interviewing, like she's very knowledgeable. Yeah, I remember walking past her to get the pizza. Remember I said when y'all go to Vegas in these parties, y'all gonna like some pizza, bro. Y'all gonna want to eat some pizza. But she's also working on midnight as well. So this is iconic that we were able to get somebody who's already in our circle, our sphere, that we know, we've talked to, and we've hung out with, to be able to come on the shows, y'all. Like I was talking to my wife earlier about this. I said, this is crazy. And she was like, well, what's going on? I'm like, the first time I went to Vegas was to hang out with Bags and meet everybody. So I had flew out, Bags, Berserker, and Lady E picked me up at the airport, took me to my hotel room. They didn't even know me. We just talked online and we hung out. And then I met Island Ghost because me and Island Ghost was talking. We was hanging out, or we was all just hanging out. And Island Ghost called me next. She's like, "You need a ride to the studio?" I was like, "Yeah." And she gave me a ride to the studio. And we hung out, man. And like I said, it's just amazing to see that these people who you meet just by going to a meetup actually get into development and working on blockchains and how they've taken themselves to other levels and stuff. And she was telling me back in the day, she's like, I'm a developer on she told me back in the day, I don't know why I didn't believe her. She's like, I'm a developer on the Cardano blockchain. I was like, huh? She's like, yeah. But she played it off like it was nothing, though. I think that's what threw me. She was just like, you know how to develop on that blockchain, right? I was like, nah. She's like, yeah. And she just kept going about it, like, man, people be telling me stuff, and I just be like, not pay, I pay attention, but man, it just blows my mind how deep they are in here. So this is Spy. Spy is really cool. She's agreed to come on to the show. I'm gonna probably drop them the links tonight. I'm gonna jump on their stuff. Also, I'm gonna let them, talk about all their projects, because there is some interesting stuff about Cardano that we just don't know, y'all. When I say we don't know because where is she? I believe South Carolina. But there's some stuff on Cardano that's on their ledger that Steph was telling me about, and I'm like, why isn't anybody talking about this? She was like, Zeddy, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a little bit of XRP got the spotlight. Everybody else getting swamped. So unless you got a lot of people like that's like just there, just digging and posting 24/7, they're not gonna show you. So hopefully they'll show us some good stuff, because we got some cool people on the team, y'all. So go ahead, if you get a chance, check out SpyCrypto. I'll drop the link in the chat again for everybody to see. But yeah, take a look at her, man. She's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Let me put this here. Actually, I think she was in the chat the other day. Yeah, her and Island Ghost was in the chat the other day. All right. All right. So let me, oh man, I didn't bookmark this thing which I was supposed to. But let me do this for you. Give me a second. Hopefully my search history will bring it back up. Okay. So I'm gonna peep y'all out to something that most consultants will never talk to you about. So this is a piece of technology or a group called Uniview. Uniview, they serve NVRs, and you have, which is a network video recorder, like a hard drive with brains. It's like a computer. And then they also sell cameras. Now, we're going to go over the first step of when you're looking at a camera system. So this is our feature technology, which is camera system. So the first thing, everybody, let me pull this off the screen because it's distracting. The first thing when you're looking at getting at a camera system is you don't look at the camera system. You walk your entire property, right? So let's say you walk, I could probably do it on here. Give me a second. Let's say you walk your property. Let me stop sharing. Let's say you walk your property, right? And let's say this is the property I'm walking right here. The first thing is at every entrance, you want a dedicated camera so you can see who comes in and out, right? So you always put one at the very entrance by the front door. If somebody touches the front door or they touch a back door, you want a camera there. If there's a side door, you want a camera there. The other thing is you want to capture if someone is walking in your walkway in your front driveway or whatever, you want to capture that area. You also want to capture the driveway separately if you can, right? So that's your front door, back door, side doors, any doors. And then you want to capture your driveway because you want to see who's in your driveway, and the walkway up to your house because you want to see the person parking driveway and walk up. Secondly, when it comes to doing sides of buildings, it's most important to do a camera. Let's say this is the building right here. You want a camera going one way and then a camera going the other so that someone can't damage a camera and walk by it. So if you got a house, you always want one either further to the back. Let's say you're on your left side of your house. You want one on the very front facing back and back facing front. So if someone comes from behind and they damage the camera, the front camera's got them and vice versa. Now, with that being said, sometimes with those cameras, you have to shift them, move them around, or do something like that, right? So, and then what you do is you always go worst case scenario, meaning overkill it with cameras. When I say overkill it, 1, 2, 3, and the reason why is in your brain, you're going to want to say, well, I only need 8 cameras. Nah, it's never 8 cameras, bro. It's always more. Over 20 years experience of this, it's more. You just don't want to pay for it. But I'm going to show you a good way to get around it. So let's say you get your camera system, you're like, oh, worst case scenario, I need 13 cameras. That's the worst case. You're like, worst case scenario, I need 13 cameras, but I really only have enough money for 8 cameras. Okay, that's fair. So that's what you do is you come into this method right here. If I can share the screen with you. The first method is that's when you go start looking at your NVRs. So the reason why I like Uniview NVRs, they're fairly simple to operate. They take hard drives inside them, right? And then on top of that, they have the PoE switch built into them. And you're like, well, FUMA, why do I need a switch? Because the cameras have to be powered some way. So there's an old way, and we won't get into it today, but that were when we were pre-IP cameras. So your camera basically is going to have a network cable going from your camera through your soffit, through your attic, through wherever location, down a wall, inside, outside, however you have it done, into the back of this NVR. Now, the reason why I said best case, worst case, and when you go get an NVR, they have channels. That means the amount of cameras that can hook up to them. Remember, I was telling you, it's never 8. Everyone always says, oh, I only need 8 cameras. And then, oh, I'm only gonna, you know how many customers I had? FUMA, I only need 8 cameras. So I do the walkthrough with them and I show them all the cameras. They're like, oh, I don't need all those cameras. I'm like, all right, let's just make it simple. Where do you want the cameras in? Then I would force them to pick it. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. So then they get the 8. I'm like, would you like the 8-channel NVR or would you like the 16? Well, how much is the 16? Well, as a special right now, I can give it to you for an extra $300. Oh, no, I don't want it. They would be like this, guys. It was funny. I don't want it. I only need the 8 cameras with this. Okay, that's fine. They give me the money. I install the camera system. Not even a week later. Hey, FUMA, how you doing? Doing good. What can I do for you? Yeah, we saw the cameras. We think you did a good job. But guess what? What's up? There's an extra camera we want to put in that was on your list. Okay, that's fair. They're like, oh, so how much is the camera? Okay, to install that one camera, I used to be cheap. I used to be like, the camera's $100. Give me $100 to roll a car out there. Oh, 200? Okay. Well, okay, that 200 plus that 350, that's like 550, right? For the whole thing. Oh no. What do you mean no? You said the upgrade was only 300. Yeah, but you bought the 8 and now you have to buy a 16. Well, can't we trade this in? No, I don't deal with used equipment. But you just installed it. Bro, they used to be rolling, Remy. They used to be on me like, I'd be like, here's the deal. I can give you that NVR for 700 installed. I can give you the NVR for 700, and then you're gonna have to pay the 250 for the install. And they would get mad. But what am I gonna do with this NVR? I don't know. So we go install it, get it done. So that's why I tell y'all off the bat, go over. Get the 16. Get the 16. One of these, this is a newer one compared to this one. This just holds probably a little bit more. But you got to make sure you have the embedded PoE switch, and it supports up to 32 meg cameras. You're not getting a 32 meg camera, bro. You're not NASA. So either one of these two or something like that, and then from there you go figure out your cameras, right? I always say when you're doing your IP cameras, when you're picking out your cameras, like, so I've got a PTZ on the front of my house. You don't have to be like me. I'm just nosy. I like to look down the block. So I would tell you either you get the bullets or they call turrets right here, right? But you stay away from these Vandal domes, and I'm gonna give you a tip why. But then so you can have audio on these things too now. But the problem with audio is if you use the audio, it's on 24/7, right? So it's gonna eat up extra hard drive space. So the key is just go find the camera you want. I always tell people, get you an 8 meg or 4 meg turret. If you have audio on it, turn it off, and so forth. 4 megs are good, 8 are good too. Megapixel. But make sure you get those. Also, if you're going to install it yourself, man, I'm telling you, don't do it during the summer. In Florida, I raise the price of the brick up in the summer. So if we got to do a commercial building, it's fine. But if I have to do an attic, the price of the brick going up, bro. I don't roll a truck unless for $400. Now, when I was talking about that $100 price, man, that was like, that was about 20 years ago. Yeah, I was working. Yeah, that was about 20 years ago because I was working at ISC at the time. I was working at International Speedway Corporation doing cameras because the camera guys I'll tell you, that's another story for another day. Doing cameras on the side. Why? But so you get your cameras. Again, I'll tell you, get the bigger NVR, get the cameras that you have to have. And then if you could wait till the summer to do it the summer. If you're not good in the attic, don't try it, bro. If you're not good in an attic, if you're not a tunnel rat in your attic right now, don't do it. If you over 30, don't do it. If you over 30, you have no business being in the attic, bro. What you do is you could either call a camera company, mom and pop company. Hey, I'm looking at I want to do 4 megapixel cameras, X, Y, and Z. Through the attic, boom, drop them here, do this and this and this. Make sure that you also have a place to put the camera, the NVR. And the reason why I say this is I like laundry rooms. Laundry rooms are fairly wide. You can put a table up or something up there to capture it. Or not table, a rack system. You can get a rack system on Amazon. You can rack it. You can put a battery backup in it. You can put your router and everything else in there, right? So remember, just all the camera, remember all the wires are going to have to come back to a centralized place. That's why I say put in the laundry room. No one hangs out in the laundry room all the time. You're going to want to put it in the garage. Your garage gets too hot for that. So don't even try the garage. Put it in your laundry room like everybody else. Or if you have a place in your master bedroom closet above it, like, you know, how you walk in your closet, sometimes you can put some type of device there where you can, or I don't want to say a tray, but you could put like a little small system there where you can hold it. I've put them there before. The only problem about putting them there is you're going to have power drop there too. So when you buy these systems, again, make sure you have power. So the main thing you're going to have to buy, and I tell people this, either you buy it yourself or through a dealer, right? You're going to have to buy an NVR. Now the NVR sometimes comes with hard drives, sometimes they don't. And then you're going to have to buy your cameras. You have to buy the network wiring. You're going to have to buy some screws. There's some types of things you're going to have to buy. But you can get your own camera system. You can and do it yourself. But if you over 30, don't take your butt in that attic, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. I only know one. Well, I know 2 dudes over 30 who, he don't go in the attic. I got one guy, Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore could work an attic, y'all. If you see him in the chat, tell him what's up. Happy Gilmore can install a camera in a heartbeat. He's a camera dude too. He got his own company as well. But yeah, if you're over 30, don't try it. But these are Uniview. They're pretty good. And you'll notice, like, let me see you show this right here. So what happened is the government turned around and said, hey, China's making too many cameras that are in our secure facilities. And this was happening for years. So people were like, oh, they can't get in here. Well, some of those facilities, it may have been a secure facility. And no, the NVR may not have touched the internet. Maybe it was just all ran internally. But there's a lot of companies here that had these NVRs running. And they were like, oh, we're just going to port forward from the outside in, right? Well, a lot of people didn't realize this, but these old NVRs, I realized it. Their admin password was hard coded on them. So it would be like the username would be admin and the password would be 6 ones. And you couldn't change it. It was baked in there. So, and they also had that account where that account could be reached externally. So you may be like, oh, I got my own password on it. But yeah, the admin, it was either admin 6 ones or all username 6 ones or password 6 ones or like that, man. And people were getting roasted. So you were like, oh, you get at the house, or maybe your camera guy forgot to change that password, or maybe he didn't change it on purpose, or he kept that account on purpose. So I tell you, there's a couple things. There's caveats. The cool thing about a lot of these camera systems, or all of them, you can watch them on your phone. Some, like Uniview, they have a service where they hook it up to the cloud, and then you can connect to the cloud for free and then watch it. I don't do that at all. I used to do port forwarding for people on theirs, but now if I sell them a Ubiquity system, I put VPN on their phone. I'm like, before you turn your cameras on, hit this button for VPN. It'll get you on your own network. Then you can watch your cameras natively without your cameras being on the outside of your network. Also with port forwarding, if you guys, I'll probably show it to you tonight or tomorrow or something. Also, if you have port forwarding on, man, you see all kind of bad actors trying to get on your network. And I can show you mine, man. I had to geo-block countries and government agencies because they got their new AI tools and they're just scanning the internet and just trying to get in on people's stuff. So that's a cool thing. I use Uniview. I'm a supporter of Uniview. I used to have a distribution deal with them. But yeah, so now we can get into the different type of cameras. So you saw the bullets, which are those, right? Those are bullet cameras. They have different megapixels, different resolutions. A lot of the new technology that you see is AI, has AI built into it, which it's crazy. So let me show you something else. Then you have panoramic drones, And these are domes, like if you would put it in the middle of the room, they give you a 360 sense of it, of the entire room. So you can sit there and see a room and see the entire part of a room or something like that. And they got them for 12 megapixels, 5 megapixels. And I know y'all like, FUMA, what's the price? Price of the brick on these is expensive, boy. The cheapest camera you're gonna see is one of them domes and regular domes for about 150. So these are PTZs. Again, I got one of these. I got this one. Yeah, I got this one over at my house. And it goes down the block. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. But yeah, and PTZ stands for pan, tilt, zoom. So you can make the camera swing around and go different places. I would try to bring it up, but it's going to suck the bandwidth out of this joker right here. But I did figure out why my network runs slow in the front, but I'll have that fixed by tomorrow. Probably do it tonight. I have a switching issue going on here. So then you saw the PTZ. Here's the turrets. I believe we looked at them earlier. So this is the turrets. This is what I normally like to put on my house. These AI turrets are no joke, man. The AI turrets with the NVRs, you can like, instead of like rewinding it, it'll tell you, it'll be like, oh, this person, it'll show the person's picture up, and then you can click on their picture and it'll show you all the times they walked in and out. But they've got some new stuff with this AI stuff. And then you can set triggers where you can pick a person's picture. And if you say, if this person comes on the property between this time, let me know. It'll send you an email. Hey, so-and-so's on your property right now. And show you a picture of them walking on your property. So that's some of the new AI stuff they have. So, but they got some of these turrets are bad, man. They have different features. So the thing is like, what are you going to look for? Me, I always look at say, hey, you may say, well, do they have night vision? No camera really has night vision. Some of them have LEDs that light up at night so you can see. So it kind of like looks like a flashlight. Now, unless you have some type of thermal joints that you don't want to pay for, because I looked at those a couple times. But yeah, some of them have audio guides if you want that. This probably is going to be, I want to say it's probably like a $400 or $500 camera. Maybe $3, it depends. I'll check my distro on it. So you got different cameras on there. We looked at the Vandal domes. These are the ones I said stay away from, and I'm going to show you why. Vandal domes work very good inside and under soffits. The bad thing is water has a tendency to get in everywhere. So if you may say, oh, that looks good, FUMA, that'll look good outside my house. Oh, it's going to look good until you get some condensation in there. To that algae bloom on your behind. Then you can be like, oh, or it start getting dirty, or a spider go up in that joint. And spiders, they get up in there. They're like, oh, it's cozy in here. We're going to make a nest. So that's why I tell you, now, if you got a maintenance contract, I'm going to give you the game. Now, if I got a maintenance contract with somebody like a school or something, oh, yeah, and they want these, oh, we're going to put them in. Oh, we're going to put them in. Because they're going to have some serious maintenance on them. I'll set up that contract like, yeah, okay, we're going to come by for 3 hours to do this maintenance stuff. Anything over 3 hours, you're going to pay for. So if they want them because they look good, okay. But for the most part, I keep these inside of a business, inside of a church, stuff like that. That's the way I do it. Then you got the doorbell. I haven't messed with this yet, so I'm not even going to lie to you. I got a Ring doorbell like everybody else. So what's ADHD? Let's take a look at this. Okay. This is analog. Oh, do I want to talk to y'all about analog? Do I want to talk to y'all about analog? And I see why they got them. Okay, so there's these old NVRs, or these are called, why do they call it an NVR? It should be a DVR if it's an analog. Oh, it's analog and IP. Okay, so before it was IP, they were analog. They were analog systems, which means they used a coax wire that had 2 heads on it. It was a coax wire and it had a positive and negative. And that was because they had to hook to these power boxes to power the camera. It wasn't PoE, power over Ethernet. So these look like hybrid solutions where and I've had to do this myself where it was like, man, they stopped selling the analog system, but I had an analog system. But it was like I could get a hybrid system that does IP and analog. So I had customers that rocked with those for the longest. Biggest mistake of my life because they never wanted to get off the analog. It was like, oh, FUMA, you know, man, that analog, that my analog is going. Can you get what else you got? I don't want to go full IP. And I get them a hybrid system. And then it was just pain, 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 pain. Because IP cameras are easy to maintain versus the analog that has the Siamese cable is what it's called. And Siamese cable, I don't care what anybody says, man, over time it starts to rust and corrode. So then that's another maintenance thing. Then, oh, you didn't do a good job. Like, dude, this thing's been sitting outside in the weather for years. Like, I had an IP camera. I live in Florida, right? So it's natural your cameras are not going to be working all the time. So you got to maintain them, right? So I had a network cable, got corroded. I live 20 minutes from the beach. It's everybody in Florida lives 20 minutes from the beach. So that weather's going to corrode your network drops on the outside. So, but yeah, so these are analog. I'd stay away from them. And then, man, this is funny. Oh man, I haven't messed with these in a minute. I think I had some. I threw these away. I was like, man, they were good for the cheap one-off people, but working with cheap one-off people, man, you get to the point in your career, if you do this, you're like, man, I'm not working with them dudes. I started getting to the point where I was like, if a house isn't over 5,000, over 3,000 square foot, I wouldn't go see them. They were like, hey, how big is your house? Like 1,800 square feet. I'd be like, okay, let me give you a quote. You can do it on the phone? Yeah. Because I could ballpark it. Like, you don't want to come out? Nope. Like, well, why not? If I come out there and you see this price, you're going to be like, no. And then all of a sudden, I done spent gas money to see you. But I can just give you a quote over the phone. And then ask you a couple questions, give you a quote over the phone. So, but yeah, so this is Uniview. There's Daiwa. There's other stuff. Man, cameras are something else. So if you got any questions about cameras, drop it in the chat. Let me know, man. I'll rock it. I'll go over the stuff for you and help you out. It's not a big deal. So now let's get back to what we really like to do. Hopefully I still got the stuff up. Where is it at? I tell you. Stuff just disappears all over the map here. Where is it at? Oh, here it is. I was like, man, this Joker had disappeared for a second, guys. Here we go. Come and vibe with me. That's Ethereum by Dooney and Byron. With a lot of ends. And Byron with an out. Hey, so this is the segment where we talk about my $15 book. But before we go into my $15 book, I made a fly picture y'all gotta see. What I'm gonna do is let me just bring this up. This picture is so fly. I was like, I sent it to OG. I was like, OG, take a look at this. What are you thinking? I was gonna start a beef, but he was like, nah, don't start no beef. FUMA. Leave it alone. He was like, leave it alone. Don't start no beef over this stuff. Let me show you. Did I post it? Did I post it? Yeah, I did post it on X. Let me show you this. So FUMA gets bored at times. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So this is the Invisible Engine Guardian. Look forward to this person to be fighting somebody on your screen. But I was bored. I was like, you know what? What can I do with this Invisible Engine book? What could I do with it? It needs a guardian other than FUMA and OG and Wyatt Blackwell. So I made another cover for it. Or I made a guardian. I don't think it's going to be a cover, but I think it's pretty dope. Oh, can you guys hear me okay? I wonder if did something go off? I'm not sure if there's sound. Oh, okay. Whatever. I think there is sound there. No one's saying anything crazy to me. So, for those NVRs, they all support PoE. Those ones, the ones that I showed you, the Uniview, and so forth. And they can do sound if you were talking about that. But anyway, so here's the invisible engine guardian I came up with. I thought it was fly. I think I may just go ahead and do a little fight thing. Oh, you said now sound? Okay. But yeah, so that's it. It's pretty dope. Let me take a look here. So let's go back to some of the other stuff I made. Again, Bonk versus Mog. That was yesterday. And then I did CFX versus CKB. I thought this was a dope picture. I put a little bit of work in this one. Man, I don't know about you guys. Okay. So I don't know about you guys, but some of the stuff is starting to kirk out. Okay, thank you, Knowledge Seeker. I don't know about y'all, but some of this AI, if you guys are working in it, it's starting to drift worse than it did 3 years ago. You can like go into AI and say, hey, change this guy, give him brown hair or give him blonde hair. This Joker will turn around and give you a blonde haired woman with a black guy. And then you're like, it's like, did I do good? Like, nah, you messed up the whole picture, revert it. And it won't revert. Then you got to like go back to the picture you did before and say, this time only change the male, not the female. Follow my explicit directions. Okay, I'll follow your directions. And it may bonk it up again. So then you got to go redo a whole new picture. Like I said, AI it's getting drift. I think it's getting to the point where this AI is like, nah, I'm gonna give you what I think you need to have. So I'm just giving you guys a heads up. But yeah, so again, we're making characters. Things are gonna come. And this was just me being bored, posting it with pictures, posting the pictures with sound. I like the pictures better when they have music behind it. So Knowledge Seeker or Angus, if you go on to like TikTok, you'll see a lot of this stuff. It'll have music behind it and so forth. So that's that. You've seen those two. And you know what? Instead of reading the book tonight, what we'll do is we'll skip over that. Let me think about that. And you saw the 2 coins. Oh, y'all gonna trip on this one. Watch this. So y'all know how I do it, man. I scour the internet for music. I found this one. Don't beat me up because I found 2 new ones, but don't beat me up, y'all. I know how y'all like to get down and beat me in the head over music some days. Don't beat me up. Just listen to it. It's just a little different, man. Just listen to it.
She only love me for my H-bar. She only love me for my game. Don't know if she just love my crypto. Days will never be the same. She only love me for my H-bar. She only staying for my H-bar. H-bar. Ay, I get that prenup for my H-bar. Look, I gotta keep my bag secure, so you can't have the password or phrase to my blade while I live for sure. She says, baby, you greedy. I know that you have 8 cars. I just say it's not my fault that I got early in on H-bar. We just kicking it like Neymar. All them haters, you stay far. And I can't get over the fact that she only loved me for my H-bar.
Yeah. That's it, dog.
H-bar.
She only love you for your H-bar, dog. That's the name of Dude said she only loved me for my H-bar. Had a little smooth rap. I was like, yo, the chat is going to be freaking out about this. I was like, but they may whoop you about it. So just remember, yo, shout out to Numero Uno Fin channel. He got over 1,000 subscribers. We're going to hit subscribe on that. Just because he came up with that, she only loved me for my H-bar. Now, it wasn't something that we are normally accustomed to, but it was pretty dope. So let me get into this other one, too. Y'all gonna like this.
In a digital world, everything moves fast. Blocks with the future now, they're the past. Hash grab vision, watch it all ignite. Transactions flying at the speed of light. No crazy fees, no losing control. Security coded deep in the soul. While old systems struggle just to breathe. I'm in the future, got no time to delete. HBR, the speed of light. A rising network shining bright. No borders, no limitation. This is the sound of innovation. HBR, you better believe the future is here. I will never leave. HBR at the speed of light. H-bar, yeah, we take flight. Hey. Silent servers humming through the night. Ooh. Every single second staying tight. From city to city, screen to screen. Trusting the code, not in a dream. Old rails rusting, running in place. We're skipping the line, a whole new race. While they rewind, stuck on repeat. I'm in tomorrow, wired to the HBR at the speed of light. A rising network shining bright. No borders, no limitation. Ooh, this is the sound of innovation. HBR, you better believe the future is here. I'll never leave. HBR at the speed of light. H-bar, yeah, we take flight. Oh, yeah. From the first small test to the billionth call, every verified step lifts us over the wall. I'm staked in the change. I'm locked in the stream. This isn't a trend. This is the dream. HBR at the speed of light. A rising network shining bright. No borders, no limitation. Ooh, this is the sound of innovation. HBR, you better believe the future is here. I'll never leave. HBR at the speed of light. H-bar, yeah, we take flight. Hey!
Now for the duet.
In a digital world, everything moves fast. Blocks were the future, now they're the past. Hash grab vision, watch it all ignite. Transactions flying at the speed of light. No crazy fees, no losing control. Security coded deep in the soul. While old systems struggle just to breathe, I'm in the future, got no time to leave. H-bar at the speed of light. A rising network shining bright. No borders, no limitation. This is the sound of innovation. H-bar, you better believe the future is here. I'll never leave. H-bar at speed of light. Yeah, we take flight, fly, 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 fly. Silent servers humming through the night. Every single second staying tight. From city to city, screen to screen. Trust in the code, not in a dream. Old rails rusting, running in place. We're skipping the line, a whole new race. While they rewind, stuck on repeat. I'm in tomorrow, wired to the heat. H-bar at speed of light. A rising network shining bright. No borders, no limitation. This is the sound of innovation. Oh, H-bar, you better believe the future is here. I'll never leave. Oh, H-bar at speed of light. Yeah, we take flight, fly, 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 yeah. From the first small test to the billionth call, every verified step lifts us over the wall. I'm staked in the change, I'm locked in the stream. This isn't the trend, this is the dream. H-bar, the speed of light. A rising network shining bright. No borders, no limitation. This is the sound of innovation. H-bar, you better believe the future is here. I'll never leave. Oh, H-bar at speed of light. H-bar, yeah, we take flight, fly, 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 fly. Dum, 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 dum.
Oh my goodness. I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired now. That made me tired. It was too bubbly for me. I was expecting Nerdy and Remy and Jazzy to come out and do some boy band dances like they was some K-pop stars. Like I was ready for it. I was ready for it to happen. And Jazzy come out sliding, right? You know, there's always one K-pop star that come out sliding on his knees, and he's like the cool guy. That'll be Jazzy. What's going on, Jazzy? Shout out, brother. Oh man, chat. Yeah, this is great, man. This is great. We're getting somewhere. So it looks like the senators come back to work Monday, even though we all been at work all week. You know, they come back off a break like we had to get that inside trading done before this go off. Your favorite senator came back like this, like, got that last trade in Friday, boy. We about to eat now. We all avert past the clarity. Like, yo, did you buy like $1 million XRP? Nah, man, I didn't buy $1 million. That's you can't prove that was me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. If they hold this company. Shout out, Jazzy, man. Like I said, they gonna come back like this. We ate at this, right? Yeah, we have to pass the clarity, Pat. We got to pass clarity now. I done bought all this H-bar. Yeah, your favorite senator is like, we got to pass clarity. I done bought all this H-bar. I done bought all this H-bar. You know, this inside trading ain't gonna trade itself. Your favorite senator right now, like, hey, my favorite senator, he know he eating. I'm like, hey, bro, I think I sent them what's it called? An X. I'm like, hey, bro, you need to pass this clarity. You need to look up this and pass the clarity, dog. Whether he got it or not, I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about, Pretty Ricky, boy. That's my dog. Yeah, hey, y'all gotta look up Pretty Ricky. Y'all look up Pretty Ricky. You know who I'm talking about. Pretty Ricky. That was my favorite governor of Florida, boy. I ain't gonna get into it over here, but he was my favorite governor. Pretty Ricky was, man, he was like this. He was like, all right, we know y'all messed up this year financially. We're gonna give you a mulligan. Like, word. Word. You give me yo. I'm not sure if I should tell that story. I'm not gonna tell that story, dog. If this wasn't going all over the internet, but I tell you, Rick Scott had some good policies when it came to small business and forgiveness. Can't be, man. He was dope, man. Everybody else tried to take your head off if you messed up on something. His crew was like, we know. We was confused too. We gonna give you a mulligan. Thank you. I told that lady I needed a mulligan on some taxes. I said, she's like, we can forgive this for you this one time. I was like, yo, if you do this for me, I'll always vote for Rick Scott. I'll always vote for Rick Scott, dog. He'll never have to worry about me not voting for him. Bro, I was jammed up, bro. I said, yeah, he'll never have to worry. He has some business, man. He forgave the small businessman for messing up, bro. That's all I got to say, dog. Like, I was like, I'll be loyal. Man, after that, I was like, yo, I rock with him. I don't care what nobody say. He a good businessman, man. He helps small business out. Man, I'm in a business. I remember who was it in business? Who was in office, man? It was Charlie Crist. He was knocking your head off, man, on taxes, dog. If he was a business in Florida, he was taking you out. Charlie was not playing with people, dog. He was like, nah, I need more money. Like, also state tax, he was like, nah, we need more money, dog. Like, what? I paid you the money. Like, nah, we need more. Who you gonna argue with? So, but yeah, man, Rick Scott's a great guy. Great guy. I don't care what nobody say. All right, so that's that segment right here. We had an hour. I still got more to play for you, so let's see if we can jump to this real quick. Let's go to the next jam.
Sweat on my brow and dirt on my hands, working this soul in these shifting sands. They print the paper, make the markets fall. Got my back pushed up against the wall. Heard a whisper on a digital wind about a new frontier, a place to begin. A different kind of gold, a different kind of fight, a single beacon in the endless night. Bitcoin thunders a true declare, a people's power freely shared. It stands up tall where the tyrants fall. The sovereign money, one for all, a chain unbroken. No king, no clock. Bitcoin marches. Bitcoin marches, block by block. There ain't no politician's hollow word, just the truest ledger that you've ever heard. 21 million, that's the final score. They can't debase it, they can't print more. From a city high rise to a country town, a silent army that can't be shut down. A flag of gold that's rippling free for every single soul like you and me. Bitcoin thunders a truth declared, a people's power freely shared. It stands up tall where the tyrants fall, the sovereign money, one for all, a chain unbroken. No king, no clock, Bitcoin marches. Bitcoin marches, block by block. Some call it magic, some call it a ghost. A gamble for the ones who need it most. But it's a foundation laid with lines of coal to lighten every heart and heavy load. It's the people's promise, roaring in every land, a future that we hold right in our hand. Bitcoin thunders a truth declared, a people's power freely shared. It stands up tall where the tyrants fall, the sovereign money, one for all, a chain unbroken. No king, no clock, Bitcoin marches. Bitcoin marches, block by block. Yeah, block by block, unbroken chain, round the clock, the sovereign song for one and all.
Yeah. Look at that. That's like the perfect ending. Like, that's like the perfect ending, y'all. That's unbelievable. Yo, hold on. We gotta give them a shout out. Shout out to Gripcoin. I normally don't do this for everybody, but I'm gonna subscribe on the FUMA Boy'Z joint. Shout out Gripcoin. I know you're gonna go ahead and give me a strike for this. We don't care. We playing music all night here. Yo, shout out to the people over at Gripcoin. Everybody, you know, I'm gonna drop they join the chat. Hold on, man. Let me duplicate this real quick. Hold on. You know, we not haters over here. Let me do this though. You know what we're gonna do? Shout out to Gripcoin for a good song, man. We're gonna drop they join the chat. I'm gonna drop they join the chat, y'all. If y'all want to subscribe to them, I wouldn't even be mad. They got 241, whoever them boys is over there. Gripecoin, excuse me. That's pretty dope. That was dope, man. The perfect ending, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They had the perfect. I was like, oh, saucer swap going on Kraken? Oh, let's see. Saucer swap going on Kraken. We need to get saucer swap real quick. But yeah, Gripecoin, them dudes is pretty dude over there. Them guys, girls, whatever that was a perfect ending. I was like, fatality, flawless, perfect victory. All right, so I got another one. Was that it? Oh, we got to go to feature coin. Did I put their joint in here? So I'm going to show y'all something. So the feature coin here is going to be Render. Let me go ahead and drop them on here. So they changed their identifier. It was RNDR. Now it's RNDR. And I wonder if they did that because they changed how the accumulation of coins go through their mining process. So at one point, you saw it was up at 14. So we'll go down and then we'll come back up. So the all-time high has been 1353. That was 2 years ago. All-time low is about 6 years ago at 3 cents. Right now, that joker is at $1.54. So even if you got in, I wouldn't have liked to get in at the high. I would have liked to got in at 2020 with a fat 30 ball on it, $30. No. Like 15 grand, So if you had 100,000 of them jokers, yeah, you good. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, like the XDC price. If you had got 100,000 XDC and then XDC get up to that joint, you get over 100,000. But that's why I like saying get 100,000 the zeros with a zero in front. But yeah, man, if you had 6 years ago, if you had said, you know what, let me get 100,000 of these, or let me get 200,000 of them, you would clearly have about $300,000, if not more, and you could just sell that joker. Now, if you had did that then, and then when it got to here and sold it, you was a multimillionaire. I mean, you got diamonds in your teeth, all that, the whole thing. So let's look at the smart contract. Let's look at the contracts. It rides on Solana and Ethereum. All right, so them guys must have been hooked. Them guys were hooked up to the Solana blockchain. There's a dude, XRP Overlord. Some of y'all know him from Daytona. He works with Happy Gilmore. XRP Overlord put me onto a dude. I forgot his XRP name. I ain't gonna say his real name, but he put me onto a dude who does render mining, and that dude, I ended up bringing that dude on one of my security teams. I'll say his name is Mike. Mike doing an excellent job. He chop it up. He do it right. He'll be an engineer one day. Either there or my previous employer, or wherever I go, I'll make him an engineer one day if he rock. So I did find something wrong, though. I'm not gonna lie, not with Mike, but with this. When I went to the renderfoundation.com right here, this website didn't do nothing for me. And it was just like, so I don't know if they're changing websites, but I did go to Render Network and that popped up with no problems. So it talks about like the normal stuff, the white papers, upgrades, and all the stuff. You can run a rendering farm at your place. It's expensive. Because when I looked into it with Mike, he was like, yeah, all you got to do is this. Boom. He's like, yeah, all you got to do is basically decentralized video creation, I guess. And they use the miners for the power. So what's that? Yeah, Angus said they did that when they went to Solana. Yeah, they did it. They did it, Angus. So pretty much render was pretty cool, but the thing about it is the guy knew who did it before that migration, man. He was making a killing, but he was also buying the most expensive cards, the most expensive cards to run his rigs. So I thought about getting back into it, but Render's the coin. I don't have any of it. I'm not shilling it. I'm just saying, hey, you may want to look at it. It kind of feels like, if we had some of them AI chips, them AI chips that they're trying to produce, we could probably run a fat render farm somewhere and just sit back and be happy. But that's render. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep moving on. You can tell I'm not really interested in that coin. It's just like, $1.54, I'm not buying that. I'll keep it funky with you. If $1.54, I'm going on Osmosis, I'm going on Cosmos, and I'm taking that $1.54 20% every month, and I'll move it to something else. And then we just go like that. All right. So we got a new jam here I need to play for y'all. Y'all already know who it is. Let me see if I can get to it the easy way. No, it's never easy. No.
Yeah, we're riding free. Just trust the vibe.
I wake up, the sky is clear. Crypto's humming in my ear. No stress now, just feel the light. Bitcoin shines, the future's bright. Charts are glowing all in green. The Litecoin dancing like a dream. No fear, just ride the wave. This crypto life is what we crave. Green candles, boom, we rise high. Feeling good, reaching the sky. XRP and Solana speed. My heart's racing with the beat. Green candles, boom, feel the flame. We're chasing dreams, not playing a game. Shiba grins, dough spins around. NFTs light up the town. Every coin a brand new song. This vibe is where we all belong. DeFi singing like a tune. We walk our path, we ride it soon. Just believe, no holding back. Crypto keeps us on the track. Green candles boom, we rise high. Feeling good, reaching the sky. XRP and Solana speed, my heart's racing with the beat. Green candles boom, feel the flame. We're chasing dreams, not playing a game. No more fear, just trust inside. With open hearts, we let it ride. Slow and steady, let it bloom. This love for life in crypto's tune. Green candles boom, we rise high. Feeling good, reaching the sky. XRP and Solana speed, my heart's racing with the beat. Green candles boom, feel the flame. We're chasing dreams, not playing a game. Green candles boom, just trust and fly.
Oh man, that was some country time and music right there, man. That was Crypto Cowboy, the Trucker Country Song Revolution. Now, I'm catching what you're laying down, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, wow. Jeffrey Dahmer's Ford effing Ranger. I'm laying down. When I was listening to that song, Jeff, it reminded me of one of my favorite movies. And y'all probably gonna be like, Fuma smoking crack on this one. It's a movie called Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It's got this song in it, man, and y'all know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. If y'all watch that show, that movie, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? It's got George Clooney. And I'm not a George Clooney fan. Oh, Lord knows I despise him because of his views. But he got a good movie. That was a good movie. And it's got a good soundtrack to it, man. Like I said, I like all type of genres of music. It is what it is. Y'all gonna hear it all here, you know. Hey, Jazzy saying, Jazzy, I'm telling you, it wasn't a bad movie. Like there's another movie, if y'all ever get bored, called Children of Men. Oh, I can't play that. Rolling Thunder. If I play that song, I play that song on here. Oh, they'll snatch the channel, dog. He with Warner Brothers. You know, no. He said, "Man, you ain't bona fide." Angus died. Man, y'all gonna have me rolling all night. Angus, you will have me rolling over that. It's funny you said that. I was like looking on my server. Do I have it on the server already? But yeah, but you ain't bona fide. Mom said you ain't bona fide. But no bad rolling. We all good, man. We have a great time here. But yeah. Oh Brother, We're Out There. If y'all got a chance, watch that movie. The soundtrack is dope. You will like that. If you like country music, or you like, I call it old timey music, they got some pretty good music, man. Okay, that's cool. Oh man, I tell you, you're not bona fide. Well, you got me tripping, bro. I had to laugh out. All right, so let's get to this other song. I think y'all gonna enjoy this one too.
On chain, I slash. On chain. On chain, I slash. Cold keys, strong low, deep cold. In the Discord, who real? Who gon' harder when the charge die? I seen handshakes turn to rough vibes. Some friends cash out for a dime. If you stay, then I got you. If If you don't, then don't hit my line. While it's love for the day ones. LED on the cold gun. A lot of hype come with hands out. A lot of truth when the funds run. You say wag me with a straight face, then you vanish when the bag hit. I don't chase that fake pump. I just need my real friends live. Are you ever said to my face? If you need me, no, I don't trade with snakes. At the top, wicks pop, but I still hold faith. Don't burn that bridge when you need to gauge. Are you ever tell me now, don't fall. Are you ever don't play with the ones who hold. If you ride this coin, I'll ride with you. If you flip, then I let you go. Are you well by? It's lonely in this code. I know. Made a little gain, now they circling in. Same ones calling me, they're resurfacing. Every run got a new set of teeth. Every dump, different hands playing. I was in the red with the doubt on me. Now they want to spy in the DO with me. I don't owe you a bag, I earn mine. I don't owe you a tag, I got mine. If you held that dip, I remember that. If you pulled that plug, I remember that. This chain get dark when the lights low. While it's turned quick for the right no. Mama told me keep your words straight. Let the fake friends feed from the side plate. I've been up still, humble still, loud when the beat drop. At the peak is quiet. Hear your own funds talk. Who gon' stand when the gas peaks? Who gon' stand when the flood talks? I ain't scared of the fall, I just hate a dirty hand. So if you with me, stay solid. If you not understand, you will apply. Tell me now, don't fall. Are you will apply? Don't play with the ones who hold. If you ride this coin, I'll ride with you. If you flip, then I'll let you go. Are you lullaby? It's lonely in this code. I know. On chain. I ride slow, real friends. Make the whole check low. On chain. Well, I need to know. I'm lonely in this code, but I still go.
Woo! Is it a ride or is it a rug pull? We've seen the rug pulls. Oh man. Your favorite rap? No, I'm just kidding. I was about to rap, but it didn't come out right. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna say that. We've seen the rug pulls. We've seen I think the thing funny lately has not been the rug pull, has been the insert the flooring at the last second. Canton. They could have told us that 6 years ago. We could have been eating that up right now. But then they release it like not even a year before clarity. Come on, dog. They playing with it. Open coin. All of a sudden, oh, we got a new technology for a peg stable coin. And everybody signed off on it. What? Huh? Y'all knew this was going on. They put the infrastructure in at the last second just to get it past us. But we smarter than that. We gonna hold our guns. We're gonna keep doing our reading. We're gonna keep reading because reading is fundamental over here. We're not gonna look at clickbait of people on YouTube. We're gonna go read. The government published something. We're gonna read it. And if we're not going to read it, we're going to throw it in AI and get a summary off of it. And then we're going to read it again. And then we're going to call each other and ask each other questions about it. That's what we're going to do. We're not getting tricked out of this bag, y'all. What are your thoughts on hooks and is it necessary for XRP compliance? You know what? I want let's say for XRP compliance, or you mean like some government or banking compliance? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna really matter at the end of the day. The laws that Congress puts forth, and if they don't do the Clarity Act with the SEC and DTCC and CFTC, what they say, that's gonna matter. Number two, no one's talking about it, but PCI DSS compliance. How is that going to be? How is that going to work into a PCI compliance? That's going to be very interesting far as software utilization and blockchain utilization. Also, whatever NIST standard that comes out for it, whatever NIST security standard comes out, and whatever ISO security standard, that's how they going to weed blockchains out. That's exactly how they going to do it. Or they're going to be like, we can't use your blockchain because of this. Or your company developed a product, your insurance is going to be higher because you're on this blockchain. And yeah, Chainlink will link you over, or Quant will help you get up from the old system to the new, but your insurance is going to be higher. So they're going to pick the blockchains by compliance. They're going to pick it by compliance. Going to pick it by compliance and price. And what does it mean? When I say they, governments, financial institutions, they're going to do compliance. Now, if you go look who's on the board of the PCI compliance, they already told you. If you literally go, I'll tell y'all this, man. I shouldn't be telling the people this though. If you go look on who came up with PCI compliance, what board seats they sit on now as far as PCI compliance, that's going to tell you your blockchains. So I'm going to show you something real quick. I don't even know if I should show. This may get me in trouble. Let me see something real quick before I show y'all. This may get me in trouble if I looked at this. I'm going to do it the cheat way. No, I'm not going to do it on here, man, because I can see somebody having a problem with it. Like, why are you educating people on PCI compliance? Right? Like, so I can do a lot of compliance on here. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Okay, I'm going to show y'all that they shouldn't say nothing about this. I just chat GPT. Who came up with PCI compliance? PCI compliance, more formally PCI DSS, Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard, was not created by one person. It's a joint group of people. Look who it is. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, and JCB International. Nobody even knows who JCB International is, but they must be a big dog if they on here, right? Implements CSP in 2001 and as it goes forward, right? Now, if you take these people and what blockchain are they messing with, that'll tell you. That'll tell you. I'm telling you, look into it. So if you look at this, who is Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover? I don't think Discover's around, but JCP International. Okay. Well, now there was more people, so technically payment card. So, okay. Look at this. Now we're going to do this. PCI compliance. Who's on the PCI compliance board? This is I expect somebody to get salty over this, bro. Oh, I'm not even showing y'all. Here, let me do this. So over here, PCI compliance is more formally PCI DSS. They changed the name over time. Right? It's basically the credit card industry came together and said, hey, to be PCI compliant, you gotta pass these things. And there's hardware, software, and there's some security features on there, and who has access to data. Now, this is the PCI Executive Committee. Look at this. Now here's where it gets funky. You got Visa. Who is this person? Robbie Simone. Who is Robbie affiliated with other than Visa? Go look on their LinkedIn. Sophia with Amex, Chris with Discover. I never heard of JCB International. It must be somebody big. Adam Sommer. And the question is you go look who these people are affiliated with. The current advisory board contains 64 organizations. Now, here's where you get to the nitty gritty. It's things FUMA shouldn't be showing you on stuff like this. But you look at it, Bank of America. These are the people who are going to select. Look at this. You see this? Now, the technology side of it is this: Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, IBM, Palo, RSA. So the people, if I had to look, we already know what the bank's trying to do. We already know who they rock with because we've been following that. What we need to say is, what are these people doing? What is Amazon doing? What is Apple and Microsoft? But Google is weird that they are not on here, right? So you got the technology companies, you got the retailers who are involved. Y'all see what I'm getting at? If y'all can follow these people and what they doing, that's the blockchain you need to buy on. Or that's what FUMA's buying on. This is how FUMA moves. FUMA looks at compliance. So also tells you what stock you should be buying too if you was in the stock game. Because they rigged it all, y'all. They rigged it. Bank of America, okay, Barclays, Wells, PayPal, Stripe, WorldPay, okay, good. Well, whose stock can I buy? Okay, well, what else do I need to know? What hardware? If you got PCI compliance, what stock should I be buying? OpenText, I believe OpenText was CyberArk. I wouldn't necessarily buy their stock. Salesforce, RSA, if you could buy their stock. So that's the jewel I showed y'all tonight. PCI compliance, who's on the board, what is it used for? Because it's credit cards. Credit cards are going to be tied into crypto cards, which they're already doing right now. I gave y'all a jewel. And you know what? Not too many content creators know that stuff because they're not in cybersecurity. Not too many content creators know that stuff because they are not in cybersecurity. They don't know how to look at it from that angle. They don't look at it from the I look at everything from a compliance angle. Either you're going to jail or you're not. So, all right, y'all. We got another jam, and then we're going to have to let it go. But this is one I had to keep for y'all. I had to keep this for the end. I had to keep this one for the end. Man, this show is never going to be 60 minutes, man. I really need this show to get down to 60 minutes. All right, I'm going to have to do different stuff. I know what I'm going to do. Here you go. Just for y'all. I had to do it.
Hey, look. You know what it is. Let's get it. Tryna be glitch rich, high on that rich list. Get them backs in it. Well alert, big fish. Gone in an instant. They mad cause they missed it. Rank the whole time, but they'll never admit it. Them gens losing zeros. We adding them digits. No time for them weirdos who acting suspicious. Buy it and put away. Can't wait to see it. They XRP 20K. It's time to celebrate. Get you thinking I'm attractive cause my income passive. Making all this money, you think I was trapped in. She just want that status and this ain't gon' happen. Buying, selling orders set the automatic. That's HX FOMO out here causing panic. So now we're down again, you know I'm stacking. You catching me lacking, I'm XRP bagging. The year of the dragon, the phoenix from ashes. People putting twos and pews on the lottery. Honestly, you better off investing in quality. Low cap quantity, blame it on economy. Bags of cryptics, more specific. Cryptology, glitch rich, high on that rich list. Get them backs in it. Well alert, big fish. On it and instant, they mad cause they missed it. Race the whole time, but them never admitted. Them gens losing zeros, we added them digits. No time for them weirdos who acting suspicious. Buy it and put away, can't wait to see the day. XRP 20K, it's time to celebrate. Selling their bags, built out their hands. Coinbase just crashed from that BTC blast. ETF ad, XRP bag. Dollar collapses, all part of the plan. When talking moon, we not talking astrology. Price glitch anomaly, bags like monopolies. I'm in uncommonly used as a wallet. I'm digital stunting, that bank money coming. 1,000x running, AMM earning them profits, we turning the more that we learning. XRP to the top spot, hold till we pop top, take up like a drop top, on my assets top notch. All we do is clock watch, I'm just trying to maintain. Riding on that game train, John Dean campaign. Leaders of that blockchain, stop all the games played. Just do the opposite of what they saying. Trying to be glitch rich, high on that rich list. Get them backs in it, well alert, big fish. Gone in an instant, they mad cause they missed it. Race the whole time, but they'll never admit it. Them gens losing zero. zeros, we adding them digits. No time for them weirdos who acting suspicious. Buy it and put away, can't wait to see the day. XRP 20K, it's time to celebrate.
Yeah,
It's time to
and you got
celebrate.
eye candy on it. Tails. If I had to say anything, I say Tails does it wells. All right, let's do a wrap up of what we heard tonight and how everything goes. Let's see if we can play this one. Yeah, we'll put this in the background. Ooh. So first, I have to thank y'all all for coming out and rocking out with me, and I appreciate y'all being here. If you weren't here, I'll be just doing this by myself. But y'all motivate me to keep it going, y'all. Seriously. So I do have an announcement. I forgot to speak. Nerdy agreed with me, and I'm gonna call him again tonight. Nerdy agreed to come on Monday. He was like, I was like, yo, I was talking to him last night. Yeah, you wanna come on Monday? So Nerdy was like, yeah, I'll come on. I don't even know what we're gonna talk about, what we're gonna do. I'll probably get a couple music things together or something. But when me and Nerdy get together, though, we just be wilding out, bro. I have to think about having me shows with Nerdy because me and Nerdy, dog, I can tell y'all some stuff about me and Nerdy. Y'all be like, what? Bro, like, I'm gonna leave it alone. But yeah, we gonna have a good time. Like, I'll go get a cigar now. I'll call Nerdy and talk. But yeah, Nerdy he said go come on Monday, dog. I was just like thinking, like, damn, we may do some damage if Nerdy go. I just make sure I don't have no drinks. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Nerdy's a good dude, man. We and him been rocking together for about like 4 or 5 years. We do shows together. I used to mess with him, be like, put the link in the chat, Nerdy. I gotta see the proof. I don't want to hear your mouth. We were actually good friends, though. You know, that's a funny thing. Like, people think we argue all the time. No, we just good friends. We just be messing with each other. And he used to be like, all right, FUMA, I'm putting it in the chat. Nerdy's my dude, bro. Like I said, that's my dude. That's my dude. He's very smart, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Me and Nerdy be like talking at night. I'd be like, damn, bro. Like, I didn't even think about it that way. So, but Nerdy said he's gonna come on Monday. Make sure you tune in tomorrow with me and G Money on Crypto Therapy 589. Along with, we got Island Ghost coming on, along with Spy. Y'all, I'm telling you, go look up Midnight and Cardano and get your questions ready. Get them ready, man. I'm telling you, I haven't had a developer on here. There's only one other developer I really talk to, and that's Nerdy. That's the only one I really rock with. So we're blessed to have these people coming on tomorrow, y'all. We're very blessed. All right, so also I want to give a shout out to you lurkers in the chat. Y'all don't say a word. Y'all let the same people talk. I still give you love. All right, everybody. If you can just share this, like, subscribe, get your mama to sign up, dog. I mean, we can double these numbers. I'm just trying to get over 500. Get your mama to sign up. Get your daddy. You know, you got your uncle who like to drink. Give him a 40. Let him go ahead and log on and click in. But hey, Jazzy, thank you, man. I enjoy entertaining y'all. I really do, man. I really appreciate it, especially during these times. All right, we're gonna get out of here. First, I want to say God bless you all. Be civil to each other. Don't listen to the news, man. They all wrong about us, man. We good in America together. We have a good time. You know, we just have different foods we eat and we rock with each other. So I would tell y'all this, man. Forget the news. Stay positive, and we just gonna keep doing our thing. Buy the dips, keep going, dollar cost average, have a good time. Go check out. Oh, yeah, tomorrow Coffee Time is on. I'm not going to be on there. I may be in the chat, but make sure you catch Coffee Time. That's one of my favorite shows. Dirty going to be in there. You got Uncle Buster. You're going to have Berserker winding people up and winding them down. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all catch 68J's show. Make sure you catch the ladies over at Dip a Toe and all that. You know, give everybody some love. We got it all here. Oh, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't. Y'all have a good day. And again, we're going to rock tomorrow on Crypto Therapy. Then we right back at it at Monday. We right back at it on Monday. All right. God bless you, and I love you all. Peace.
Yo, you made it to the end, and that means you're officially part of the FUMA Boy'Z fam. Big thanks for watching. If you vibed with the video, smash that like button and share it on every platform you know. Twitter, IG, TikTok, even send it to your grandma. Every click helps us grow and keep bringing the... So until next time, stay real, stay curious, stay FUMA. Peace out.